Hi everyone, I hope you're doing fine. In this video, we will be discussing the third type of LOD expressions, which is exclude. In the last video, I've already discussed include and fixed. So in this, I'll be focusing on exclude. So let's get started on Tableau. The dataset that I'm using is coffee chain, the same dataset I've used in my previous video. Now, exclude is totally opposite to include. In include, we add the dimension in the expression that we want to participate in the aggregation along with the dimensions that are present in the view. However, in this case, we will include that particular dimension in the expression that we do not want to participate in the aggregation. So in order to demonstrate exclude, I'm first selecting state and withdrawing a map here. From here, I'm selecting field map. Next, I'm going to select sum of sales and put in the label. So here we can see the sales in Nevada, California, Oregon, Washington. So this is the total sales in these states. Next, I'm going to select territory and put in the color. Now we can see there are 4 territories in this data set: Central, East, South, and West. And the states are divided according to the territory. So these are the states which fall in West. So these are in the Central, South, and West. So the question in this case is, if we want to calculate total sales in each region and I want to display it on the state. So we already have the boundaries of states on the map. So these are the states. I do not want to lose these boundaries, and I want to aggregate the sales according to the region, and I want to bring that over the states so that I can compare the total sales in this state versus the sales in that particular region. Okay, so that we are able to compare the total sales achieved in that state to the sales in the region. So currently we cannot get it on the map. So let's try to get it here first. Then I'll tell you how we can use exclude expression to achieve the solution to that question. I'm going to select state first, and we can see we have the territories. So in these territories we have the states. Next, I'm going to select sales and put in this text box, sum of sales. Now I want to calculate total of each territory, like what is the total sales of Central, East, South, and West. For that, I'm going to select totals and we are going to put in the subtotals. As we can see, in case of Central, the total is 265,045, right? So for East, West, South, and West. Now I want to bring this number over the map so that I can compare California versus West versus the total in West region. Okay, for that we will use exclude expression. So I'm going to create a new calculated field. LOD expressions start with the curly brackets. Here I'm using exclude keyword and I want to exclude state, which is sum of sales. Now our exclude expression is ready. Now I'm going to bring this on the tooltip. Okay, now you can see here this exclude expression has been applied to the tooltip. Now when I bring the tooltip over a particular state, what we are actually seeing is we are seeing the total sales in that region. We can go back to this sheet and we can check for central. The total is 265,045. So here in the central, we can check that in case of exclude, we have 265,045. So that's fine. So we got the answers correct. Now here you can see in the view, we have the partitions of states. But in the calculation, what do we have in exclude expression is aggregation has been performed at the territory level or region level, but not the state level. So that's why we have this ATTR written over here. The meaning of this is at this expression, in this expression, aggregation has been performed at the upper dimension, but not the dimension which is present in the view. The dimension which is present in the view means the most granular dimension is the state. However, the aggregation has been performed at a higher dimension which is region, territory. Okay, so next I want to color these regions according to the sales. Like if this region is having lesser sales, this should be colored in light color. So for that, what we do is I'm going to select this expression and I'm gonna put it in the color. But as soon as we do that, we have got all the states in the dark blue color and it is not according to the way we want. The reason why this has happened is because exclude expression changes according to the dimensions which are present in the view, dynamically changes. Here we can see, here the state has been excluded, that's fine, in the total aggregation, but you can see that the number is 819, 811, and this is same for all the states. So this means that now the aggregation has been performed at the table level. So let's go to the same sheet where we were seeing the calculations, uh, totals. Here if I deselect the territory, now what we have got is state, right? You can check that in this. Now the territory is not participating in the chart. Next is I don't have to include state as well because I have already written this in my exclude expression that I do not want state. Now you can check the aggregation result is giving us 819811. So this is the same value that we are getting here. The meaning of this is now the aggregation is performed by considering all the records. Here in the view we can see that there are the states, but the aggregation is not performed at the state level, that's fine, but it is neither performed at the state nor at the territory level. Okay, now for that, if I want to get back the chart that I was having before, like I was having the territories, for that I have to bring the territory in the detail. Now one more point we got to know from here is that exclude expression changes dynamically when the dimensions in the chart changes. If we add or remove dimensions, so exclude expression can give us different results according to the dimensions participating in the chart. So from here what we can see is the south is the lightest of all. So this means this region is having lesser sales as compared to other region. So this west is bit darker than more darker, and this one is the darkest. West is having the maximum sales. Okay, next I'm going to edit the tooltip so that it's readable to the user. So here you can see our tooltip is now edited. So California sold this number of products out of this invest region out of total, right? So this is more readable to the user. One important point here is whether exclude expressions are responsive to the dimension filters. So answer is yes, because include and exclude LOD expressions lie after the dimension filters. So whenever we filter out some values from the map, then the changes will be made according to that. So let's check that. Here you can see in the south region, the total sales in the region is 103,926. So if I exclude New Mexico, so this means that now from the view this is excluded. And now if I check, the value has been changed. So this is 88034. So this means that whenever we make some changes according to the filters, if we filter out some values of the dimension, so the changes is applied in case of exclude. So this was about exclude expression. I hope this helped you, and thank you so much for watching.